It's Bars or Nothing. It's your boy LiL Bryan. Today I got a special guest with me, Cassidy the Hustler. He goes by the name The Problem. Bars, Mr. Chicken, whatever you want to call him. You know what I'm saying? My man got
a lot of
names,
AKs, man.
You know what I'm saying? How you feeling today, bro?
Blessed, man. Happy to be here, man. It's my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thanks a lot,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? What you do for your birthday, man?
Every day my birthday, man. Every day God let you wake up, man. You see another day. Never born day, man. You're born again.
Bless, man.
That's what Swizz texted me the other day. It was his birthday. I told him happy birthday. He told me every day is his birthday. Every day you wake up is his birthday. So now that's how I feel. Every day my birthday, man.
My birthday was last week, man. So I just turned 19, actually. You know what I'm saying? Virgo season,
So you start thinking like that, today will be your birthday.
Yeah, every day my birthday, like you said. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So how did you come up with the name Cassidy, bro? Like, how did that come about?
Well, originally my name was Little Sharp.
For real?
That was my original rap name, Little Sharp. And I was in a group called Lyrically Sharp and Dangerous, LSD. LSD like the drug, Lyrically Sharp and Dangerous. It was me and my man Lucky. And but my name is Barry, so people used to call me B. I entered this competition in Philly. It was called the Cypher, a radio competition, a radio show where cats used to battle. So I entered it, and they caught me by surprise because when they answered the phone, they said, 103.9, this is who this? And I'm like, the ball B, because that's what people call me in the streets, B.
Yeah.
And in Philly, you know, we use the terminology, the ball. Like, you would be the ball Bryan. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, the ball B. And they recorded it and they played it. So even though I was a little sharp at the time, they made me the ball B. So I started going by that. And I wanted, like, not just B, the letter. I wanted the last name. So it came to me in a dream. I just had a dream. I just woke up and I'm like, yo, B Cassidy. Like Butch Cassidy, but not like Butch Cassidy. Like Cassidy just gonna be my last name in the dream. So I was B Cassidy.
That's all right.
And first I was going around as B Cassidy, and then eventually it shortened to B Cass. It's B Cass, known for the chrome and the ski mask. I'm so dope, I should get thrown into rehab. And then it's like eventually people got tired of the whole B Cass, or it just was Cass. And then instead of putting B Cassidy, they just put Cassidy. But Cassidy was really my last name.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what I'm doing, man. So I wish I had like some dope way I got my nickname, but you just call me LiL Bryan. So Swizz Beatz, you know what I'm saying? Y'all close. He been with you for most of your career, right?
Facts.
Full Surface. Put you on J Records, right? How did you and Swizz Beatz come about anyway? Like,
well, when I was 17, I got a record deal with Rough Riders, and he was like one of the biggest producers over there at the time. So that's how we developed the relationship, because I was in the studio working a lot. I was in a group called Larceny, Shiz and Akbar. We was over there working, and we developed the relationship. But I was battling a lot at the time. So Swizz was hearing about my battles. He actually was seeing some of them. And, you know what I'm saying, we developed a relationship, and he was telling me he was about to start his own label. And he needed an artist. And he wanted me, but he wanted me as a solo artist, because I was in a 3-man group. But he wanted me as a solo artist, so that's how we made the thing happen. The label was originally going to be called Ride or Die Records. But it was too close to Rough Riders, like it was too similar and all that. So we had to switch it up, and eventually Swizz started Full Surface, and that's how we started it.
it's dope, man. It's dope.
And after we started the production company Full Surface, that's when we went in, had the meeting with Clive and all of them, and then I got to deal with J Records as an artist. You know what I'm saying? But Full Surface was my production company. So I was signed to Full Surface as a production company, but I had an artist deal with J Records.
And then you doing J Records. You left J Records after, I believe, what was the Bars album?
Well, I didn't actually leave. It's like, you know, the business was changing up. You know what I'm saying? People was getting hired and fired. They was changing things around. So certain artists they was getting rid of, like it was making a transition at the time. So it's just, you know what I mean? I got freed up. You know what I mean? It's not that I left or nothing like that. You know what I mean? It just was business. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't sign lifetime contracts when you do business. It's just, you know what I mean? Sometimes it could be temporary.
You even leveled up after that. I mean, you started your own label with Melo after that, Carmelo Anthony. You know what I'm saying? Shouts to Melo.
Yeah, shout outs to Melo. Melo on OKC now. Everybody excited about that. Shout out to Melo. But after I got freed up from G Records, um, and I wanted to, put a new project together. Well, you know what I mean? And me and Swizz went through a miscommunication, so me and Swizz wasn't working at the time. You know what I mean? So I just needed to work. I needed to do something, and I wasn't ready to go get in another situation. I was just waiting for Swizz. So in the meantime, in between time, I wanted to start my own company. But I knew I needed investors, and at the same time, me and Melo was developing a relationship, and he was interested, and we came together. I came together and brought him the plan, and then that's how we made it happen.
That's dope.
He was also working on music at the time. He had Crossover Entertainment, so I had Larceny Family Entertainment, and we combined, put out a mixtape.
Pressure, right?
Yeah, and he actually helped me to put together the album Cash. That was the independent album that I came out with. You know what I'm saying? So he helped me, to finance and put that together. So that was the business that we did together. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to Melo.
All right, so back to Swizz Beatz. Like, how involved is Swizz Beatz in your music today? Like, you guys still roll heavy again?
Oh yeah, Swizz my brother. We family. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's deeper than music. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that I've been through in my life that ain't had nothing to do with music that Swizz was there for me for. You know what I'm saying? So, we gonna always have, some type of relationship. But with music, we took a little. It was a little time period that went past where we wasn't working. You know what I'm saying? He was doing his own. He was doing a lot of different things, even other than music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now we back in the studio working on a project. You know what I'm saying? We back working on music. We back working. You know what I'm saying? It's a time for everything. He just had a lot of other things to focus on, but now he back hungry, back putting music together, and that's what I do. So now we coming together again. And you see he just battled Judge Blaze. He about to battle Timbaland. So you see he focusing up and he getting ready and he, you know what I'm saying, ready to take it back over. So who else would be better to do it with than me? You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of that battle, who you got, man?
Oh, of course I got Swizz, man. The same way he always got me. You ask him anytime I'm about to battle somebody, he gonna win. He always say me. And I know how crazy and hungry and just energetic, how much energy and presence he got. You know what I'm saying? The side of beats, just the side of the beats, just the presence alone. You know what I'm saying? It's so phenomenal that I got Swizz winning against anybody. But Timbaland is an animal, a legend, one of the best. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite. I love his beats. We got a history. You know what I mean? And I'm just happy to see it. I mean, I'm happy they're doing it for the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like with Just Blaze and the Swizz Beatz battle, it wasn't like no judges or nobody won or lost.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, it's just everybody's opinion. You know what I mean? What you feel as though is the best stuff. It's just good to hear that music and know that they was responsible for that music. Because sometimes you might even forget that they did some of them records that they was playing. You know what I'm saying? So to hear them records like that, to hear what they responsible for, a lot of the younger cats that's up and coming don't even know how powerful that era was of that music that they was playing. You know what I'm saying? And they also playing stuff from today too. You know what I'm saying? So it's impactful.
So who inspires you, like, musically? Like, all these rap artists, you got the big names like Jay-Z, Biggie, Pac. Like, which one of those artists, or what artist, period, inspired you, inspired Cassidy?
Well, I'm such a competitive artist, and I put so much work into my craft that some people get it confused. They think I hate everybody and I don't like nobody's music. But that's not true. I get inspired by everybody. You know what I'm saying? Especially that's people that's on and got a fan base. I get inspired by all of them somehow, some way. You know what I mean? Might not like fully be a fan or like everything about them, but it's something that they do or bring to the table that I can incorporate into what I do to make me a better artist.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I mean? Inspiration could come in all different type of ways. So I get inspired in all different type of ways looking at these artists that's doing their music, doing their thing. I might get inspired by some clothes, a dance. I might get inspired by the energy. I might get inspired by the hunger, the determination. I might get inspired by the image. I might get inspired by a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, that these artists bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Uh,
but what I bring to the table is bars. I mean, that's what everybody knows. That's my thing, you know?
Yeah. Cassie known for them bars, man.
Yeah. So I want to give people inspiration with the bars, and they can inspire me with everything.
Yeah, facts. So, Velocity family, do you got any up and coming young artists that you have bringing out that you keep under your wing all the time, showing the ropes? You know what I'm saying? Cause constantly working with them.
Yeah. Well, I'm one of the. I work with a lot of up and coming artists. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of features with artists you might not have heard of, but you're gonna hear of soon.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it's a lot of up and coming talent. You know what I mean? There's always gonna be like that. There's always every time it's another generation that's gonna be full of talent. It's never gonna stop. So it's a lot of talented young boys that's up and coming that's coming out. You know what I mean? But if they don't got no contracts with me, I'm not here to promote them. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't signing me, we not gonna big them up so they could watch my interview and go download their music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But you know, my Click Mayhem Music right now, I'm working on Reggae Ratchet project. It's crazy, man. She got some crazy records. Just play something for you. You heard some a couple of her joints.
Dope. Can't wait till I hear that, man.
I'm working on her project right now, and that's just the next artist in line.
Yeah.
And Chubby Jack, he about to drop a project soon in October. Slipped my mind the exact date because it switched around, but in October he's supposed to be dropping a project. So look out for Chubby Jack project.
Mm-hmm.
Jag is doing his thing, killing, murdering. He just put out a record too called Ric Flair featuring Riff Raff. So y'all can look that up right now too. It's crazy.
All right, that's dope. So for young artists, what type of advice do you have to like? How do they promote their brand? Like what? How do they promote? They make a better image for themselves to get out there and get known. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like depending on what the artist is bringing to the table, I determine the angle he should take. You know what I'm saying? But one of the easiest ways right now is this technology, social media.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? When I was coming up, to get like a dope video done would cost so much money because only a certain amount of people had the cameras that could do that. Now everybody got it on their phone. You know what I'm saying? Like technology is different. The the way you can access things now is easier than back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So you could get lit a lot of different ways now. You know what I mean? You just got to figure it out. But the moral of the story is just believe in yourself and stay dedicated and go hard. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're doing the best that you could do and you being the best that you could be, then you're going to get lit. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to worry about figuring out the best strategy. You're going to get lit if you're the best at what you do.
Facts.
There's nothing that's going to be able to hold you back because people looking for the best. And when they see that you one of them, then you're going to get an opportunity. Just make sure when the opportunity come, you prepare for it because a lot of people be asking for it. Like, yo, I don't get my chance, man. How I'm going to get my chance? And then when the chance come, and then the chance be right in front of you, like, let me hear something. You like, hold up, man. I got, you do something and messing up and you ain't really ready. But you know you could have did better, but that's your fault. Because when the chance came, you wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? But you was asking for it. So just make sure you on your job at all times and you always ready because the chance definitely going to come. And when it come, you prepared. And you're going to capitalize off it. You know what I'm saying?
So, Philly rappers. What do you feel about the music that's going on in Philly right now? You got like a lot of young people like Core. I like him. You heard of Core.
Yeah.
Meek doing good things for Philly. Beanie said he got some music coming out soon. He said it on the Breakfast Club. Like, what do you feel about the music that's going on in Philly? You still got music that you play that we waiting for. You know what I'm saying? So Philly as a whole, like, do you like what's going on in Philly musically, or you think that can be?
I mean, I'm biased because that's my city. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm from. But I feel as though we got the best rappers. You know what I'm saying? Because of the location. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a little, niggas is like a little, you know what I'm saying? Like up top where New York is at, like where rap started. Like we like close to there, but we not all the way there. More down south, more. But we not all the way down south, like on some Atlanta shit. So it's like this location where we at, it just give us our own accent, our own swag, our own approach, our own look. And it's like in Philly, it's hard. So most niggas is hungry, competitive. Like they like the challenge, they like the fight, they like the be competitive, they like to win. You know what I'm saying? So you can hear it in their raps. You can hear the struggle, the things that's going on in the streets that could be affecting their life. You hear it in their raps. And then you could also see that when they do get an opportunity, how hard they go because they competitive in Philly. You know what I'm saying? And they not just like, you know what I'm saying, bullshitting and just throwing any bullshit together. They really taking time to try to make quality music because that's how Philly is. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Philly was definitely hot.
Even in sports, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's why we love AI because he was so little but so tough.
Yeah.
He used to get beat up every day and ain't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Took it like a man. I mean, and that's what niggas loved about him. You know? So Philly, we definitely got the best rappers, and there's a lot of young rappers. Like I said, I ain't gonna shout them all out, but it's a lot of up and coming rappers that you didn't hear about from Philly if you probably not from Philly. But it's a lot of them coming up, and you're gonna hear about them real soon. Aside of like me, P and B, and all of the dudes that's out popping now. You know what I'm saying?
So, what do you do to reach out to those guys? Like, is it more of you meet them, or you listen to their music, and it's a connection there, or like, do you go around Philly, go to studios, you meet people, reach out to them, listen to their music, give them advice, like?
Nah, I don't do that no more. It's like I'm past that, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
mumble rappers. I don't know if you consider that. Would you do a song with like a mumble rapper like Yachty or Uzi? You know what I'm saying?
I do a song with anybody that got a fan base. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that like them, then it's a reason why people like them. You know what I'm saying? So I want to find out why people like them and incorporate that into my shit. And then take something that they doing and incorporate it into my shit so that my fans that might not like them can start liking them. You know what I'm saying? Because when I do music with people, I don't just lay a verse. Like I incorporate a lot into the song. I mean, I want to really work with the artist so that we could both take advantage of each other fans. That's good. So I'm willing to work with anybody. I feel like a lot of these mumble rappers are more talented than people give them credit for. They just ain't got the right artist development. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes they be just trying to get a check. They probably got a wavy song, so if they get the opportunity to get a check from it, they gonna run with it. But they might not be mentally or even like prepared for what they about to face. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially musically, like they probably not ready to do what they gotta do. You know what I'm saying? But they just trying to get lit. So lyrically, they might not be all the way there yet. They might not even know how to pick the right things to say yet because they ain't got the right schooling. But if they get in the studio with me, a nigga that master bars, master lyrics, you know what I'm saying, then they won't have to too much worry about that. They could just worry about what they do. If it's catch a melody, catch flow, wild out, do crazy ad libs, then they could focus on that more. And then the thing that's missing, which is the bars, I could bring to the table and we can help each other. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to do. I want to work with a lot of the artists that these people is knocking and not really, you know what I'm saying, kick them out the industry. I just feel like they just need to work with the right people, and the right people is niggas with bars that could really write, that could really do shit like, you know what I'm saying, what the fans want them to do, so that they can learn it and incorporate it into their shit so they could do it all.
So we're gonna go back to battling. I want to see this happen. I know a lot of people want to see this happen. I'm just throwing this out there. Can we ever get a battle with you and Eminem? Like, I think a lot of people would think that'd be a crazy battle. You know what I'm saying? You probably think it's a crazy battle.
Excuse me, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I want to add something to that last question.
Which one? The one before?
Another thing, like with them young boys, it's a lot to focus on in this music. So I know when I was coming up, my main thing was battling, so I was focused on bars. So I feel like with bars, nobody could touch me. Like with coming up with figurative language and being creative, I felt like nobody could fuck with me. But when it came time for me to put an album together, it's a lot I had to learn from my team, from Swizz, from other artists that was around, as far as like structuring songs and, you know what I'm saying, how long your verses can be and how long the choruses can be, and you know what I'm saying, how you got to switch your tone of voice and your energy and can't be so aggressive, and you know what I'm saying, different melodies and different waves, and we could go get the cracking, but you know what that happened. We be under the covers making love to each other. That's like swag flow. Like where you get that from, that's not in battle rap. So that's an adjustment that you got to make that I had to learn. So this is what I'm saying. If the niggas with the craziest flows at that time was judging me on just flow alone, they would probably say I'm not hot. They be like, yo, you trash. And then they would kick me out the industry if they was judging me on flow alone. I needed time to develop, you know what I'm saying, my flow. Now, at this particular time, it don't matter. Any beat per minute, any type of flow, I'm blacking. You know what I'm saying? But that came in time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if a nigga is only focusing on wave and flow, you know what I'm saying, then how you going to expect them to have bars right in the beginning? It might be the complete opposite. He might not got bars, but his flow might be retarded. You know what I'm saying? So now he need time to develop the bars. He need to get taught and need help, you know what I'm saying, the same way. So look at it from that perspective, and you probably won't knock as many people, and then you'll be able to figure it out a little better.
So back to the other question I had for you about the Cassidy versus Eminem. Like, can we set that up? You think that can ever happen? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think ever there would ever battle be, because he's like a super, super mega star. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like a household name. Like, you bring me up, people know me, but I'm not like as big of a star as Eminem. So I don't think it would be like worth it for him to do something like that. But I think it'd be super big for the culture. It'd be the biggest battle ever in history and probably ever to come. You know what I'm saying? It'd be the craziest, probably figurative language, the like structuring of words like that you probably ever hear in your life. But I doubt it'll happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's something that Eminem is interested in doing.
I mean, if the bag was right, never know, I guess.
I mean, yeah, if the bag is right, I guess anybody will do anything. I don't know. I never talked to Eminem about it, but I mean, I'm competitive. I'm willing to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like if like you said, if the bag was right, I would battle Eminem for free. You know what I'm saying? Because he's just such a huge star. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't need the bag to battle Eminem just for the, just what did it do for the culture and just the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would just love to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Not just as an artist and as a rapper, but just as a fan of hip hop.
That would definitely be crazy, man. I think a lot of people want to see that.
You know what I'm saying? I know that I feel like I'm the greatest in the world, and I never lost before. But even if that was my first loss, hypothetically speaking, it'd still be great for the culture. You know what I'm saying? To see it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know for him to beat me, what he would have to do to beat me would be so incredible that if that was brought to the table, the world would never be the same. So I would love to see that.
So you think you'll body Eminem though?
I mean, I feel like I'm the greatest in the world, so I feel like there's nobody that could beat me. You know what I'm saying? But he feels the same way, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's super nice. Like, I'm a fan of Eminem. That nigga is retarded.
Yeah, facts.
So, it would just be a good thing, man.
So, female artists, a lot of female MCs. Who's your favorite?
Reggae Ratchet is my favorite right now. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite right now. But the world don't really know her music yet, so I guess you're talking about out of the people that's already out.
Yeah.
Okay, my favorite girl.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard because different girls go in different directions. But you know what I'm saying? I love a lot of girls, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? From Lauren, the Queen Latifah, the Light, you know what I'm saying? Lil Kim, you know what I'm saying? Definitely Eve.
Right. Well, who got it right now? Who got it right now? Like, out of probably Cardi B, you got Nicki Minaj, you got
It just depends on what you mean. Who got it?
Like who's?
You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, you know, Cardi B getting pushed for a single right now. You know what I'm saying? So her record, that record, is big right now. You know what I'm saying? It's pushed behind it. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is gravitating to it at the time. But you can't say that she got it over a person like Nicki that had big hits, like over and over and over again, like been sold more than any girl ever. Mm-hmm. So it's like it don't like a girl like Cardi will have to consistently keep dropping. Can't fuck with me if you wanted to. Like she would need a lot of those, like constantly keep coming with those for years. To even be able to compete with these girls that already did it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I can't really say who got it right now. It's like, because who got it don't determine how hot the girl is or how hard the girl working. It just determine who the record labels and the higher ups pushing at the time. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it's really about. And the fans, most of the fans, I'm not saying all fans, but most of the fans is Ride the Wave fans. So whatever the record label's pushing at the time, that's what they like. They don't really know too much what they like.
So, what does Cassidy have coming out? Like, what is Cassidy working on?
But I definitely let that song Cardi got. He's definitely wavy right now. It's hot. I'm proud of her because I seen it before the record dropped. I knew that she was on the rise doing the thing, and to see her just like, I mean, doing the thing on awards and everywhere, and I mean, popping. It's an incredible look. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Cardi B. I see her working hard. She getting criticized a lot for.
And it's like another thing too, like with the reality shows, they say after you do reality shows, like it's over, like your career over, like you know what I'm saying? She put it into that, like, you know what I'm saying? She started from the reality show and then she got super lit. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of artists, including Michelle, like a lot of artists is coming out these reality shows and getting super lit. So and speaking of that, from the reality show Ray J, we in the studio, we working on some crazy music. I mean, some crazy shit me and Ray J putting together, so y'all gonna have that real soon too.
Oh yeah? Oh, that's dope, man. That's dope. So we're gonna wrap it up. You got any shout outs you wanna give, any last promotions you wanna talk about, guys?
Shout out to everybody that support me, man. Everybody that supporting Bars. Bars is back. You know, follow me on social media to stay in tune with what's going on. Look out for the Thief, the project, man. Swizz got coming. Mm-hmm. Keep God first. Stay woke. It's a lot going on in the world that y'all need to be aware of. So, you know what I mean? Keep hip hop alive, man. They saying it's dead, but the niggas that started it is still alive. Some of them died, but most of the niggas that started this shit still alive. So how can it be dead? It's not dead. Don't let them fool you, man. It's still niggas out here going, and it's still niggas out here bodying shit, and it's still fans out here that want it. So as long as that exists, it can never die. Real nigga shit.
Facts, man. All right, man. It's your boy LiL Bryan. Thanks, Cassidy, for showing support. First Lil big Bryan. Interview, man. Yeah.
This is first one, man. Debut.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Cass.
That's what's up, man.
Out. What's up, cuz?